far as the Russell goes. Rejected the zone all the way down here. Debating on going long. I just went long ES, if you guys saw that in main chat. I just think dip, but I am curious. And now if that does, I guess we'll get to ES here in a little bit. As far as the Russell goes, I think a lot of this was removing risk off the table for tomorrow. Now tomorrow I think it's going to be nothing, right? Powell's going to tell us we're not going anywhere, but he's gonna. And I think what people are hoping and mentioning is that they hint at a rate cut or something. There's going to be something in that verbiage there that hints towards increase, further staying flat, or a cut, and that will be what leads it, not really the rate decision. If there is a rate decision other than staying flat, that definitely will move the market, but I don't know who in this world thinks that'll happen. If there's an analyst out there that thinks that's going to happen, and I don't care if it does, that guy's still wrong. I wouldn't listen to any of his projections. That's how strong I feel. But anyway, right now, I think oversold bounce. Still very much trending down, though. Could just be I would keep an eye out for just the bigger bear flag playing out. Breaking below this yellow zone, I think things could get rough. I want to see how we act at this zone, but I think breaking this zone, I will for sure. It probably doesn't matter what I'm in, be buying in this blue zone, at least for a break, snap back up and check this. I think kind of that move right there, for me, is enough for me to jump in the futures and trade that. Let's see, expected moves. Yeah, nothing to worry about there. Lower high put in. Let's just keep our here on these charts. Right now, that's a higher high. Could be a higher low. Jumping back into here, people are going to argue about that wick being real or not. That's still a higher high. Now, if we do break, I'd say if we break this wick right here, even getting into this yellow zone, I think that's going to be very much viewed as the lower high. The next question will be, do we hold this zone or do we go for the lower low and continue that trend down? NASDAQ getting absolutely smoked. Debating on buying an NQ contract as well. For overnight, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it ES. Right now, so what I would look out for tomorrow is if we just bounce this thing overnight and we're at this yellow zone and Powell's about to take the mic, I would probably just have to take the zone play and send it. Yeah, probably go short. As of right now, let's just see where everybody takes it. I think a lot of that was removing risk. I know AMD sold off. Amazon didn't really go anywhere. AMD just doesn't have that kind of pull that Microsoft, Google, Amazon has. So I don't know if that's really what's driving that as much as it is removing risk. As far as expected moves, we are just outside of that. Hopefully it happens. It's been a while. But remember when we used to see this? We'd see one of these expected moves right before Powell talks. And then when Powell talks, we send it to the other side. Now that might just be a trader's dream. I might just be daydreaming right now. But that would be amazing. AMD pulled NVIDIA down. Or something did. It was probably AMD's guidance. AMD talked about their forward quarter not really being as aggressive. And I think that's what led to the red reaction. And probably, I haven't checked NVIDIA, but I'm willing to bet that's what had that. I wonder if people are thinking that's going to happen with NVIDIA. Fair chance it does, but I just think the outlier to that is NVIDIA is the cream of the crop. Vice versa, if NVIDIA said that, AMD and Intel wouldn't stand a chance. But because those two are they're the little guys, NVIDIA's the prime, you cut the stragglers first before you cut the main gig. So I wouldn't put a whole bunch of weight on that, but it is a perk your ears up kind of moment a little bit for NVIDIA. Like, hey, how allocated am I into this? How exposed am I is probably a better word. And if it pulls an Amazon where it does a whole lot up and down and nothing, do I get tagged out, stopped out in the process? Do I panic sell? What if it just full sends one way or the other? Am I going to be in some kind of panic mode, making dumb decisions? All right, so I went long ES right before I posted this stream, and that's just a type 2 zone play. My stop is actually right below this red wick. Wanted to give it plenty of wiggle room. So that's where I'm at right now. Hopefully tomorrow morning we're up. We can talk about a head and shoulders then, but I just want to be up. I'll have my stop in the green. As soon as we break above kind of this spot right here, these see how we based out, have these wicks right here. Getting above that, I'll have my stop kind of right, probably just shy in that. I'll move it in the green right below this green wick right here. Hopefully we send it up, and right before Powell, I will probably put it nice and tight, which is almost certainly going to tag out because you get just that jumping around as they're just clearing out the order book. But then it might just send it up. Sometimes you don't get that jumping around and it just sends it up, and that would be my favorite. If it sends it down, I'll just tag out and sell. But if it sends it up, that's why I don't just sell right before. I just put my stop nice and tight. Your only other option is take your stop off, and I'll see you on the other side. And while I think it's just kind of a nothing event, it's just kind of an excuse to move things around, I don't want to just not have a stop in place. SPY is right at the expected move as well. So let's see if we can't just send it the other direction.